Well, we've been lucky enough to have really dry weather while we've been doing this renovation, but it's coming up to where it's time to redo the roof. This thing had water damage in it when we were tearing it apart. We found it all over the place. I don't know exactly what happened or what this RV went through. We didn't see this from the outside when we first bought it, but as we got into more of the details, all the corners along the edges, especially of the ceiling, there just seemed like there had been water that had gotten in there. So I'm gonna try to take and clean the roof and then use this specific paint that's made for resealing and redoing the roof, as well as I'm gonna be going around and trying to make sure all the cracks, around the edges of elements like the air conditioner, the vents, that they are all taken care of. So let's dive into this. Here we go. Stay away from the sides, guys. I honestly don't know if this is that big of a deal, but there's extra sealant that's on here, extra caulk, and I'm just trying to get it off so that when I paint over it, it's not a huge issue. But it doesn't look like it's gonna come off very easy. I did get myself one of these handy tools. I did break one already, and so they are plastic, but they are pretty nice for kind of scraping off caulk. Once you get underneath it, that's when it comes. There's also these screw holes from where the satellite was in place. And my thought is, again, this paint should cover that up just fine. We shall see. If not, I can add something over the top to help seal it. I guess I'm technically supposed to remove these. I don't really want to. I thought about maybe painting without it, but I'm gonna try and take them off and see what it looks like and see how hard. Well, it's at least gonna help me get underneath it, so I'm gonna keep it off. Plus, I found some fun little wasp nests I might as well take care of while I'm up here. Initially, I thought a bucket and water would do the trick, but I'm gonna get out the hose and use my pressure nozzle to spray this thing down. Here we go. I don't know, maybe this is just too much my personality, but I think it's good enough. I'm wet. I sprayed off my little scrubber thing accidentally, and I think I made enough of a mess where I was a close call to spray water inside. So, I mean, there's still marks, there's still stuff that's there. I've kind of washed out my footprints. I mean, I'm sure it could be a whole lot better, but I'm gonna let it go and dry, and then hopefully we can start painting soon. So it's actually been several months since we've applied that paint to the top of the RV, and I haven't seen any issues when it comes to weather. We've been in some areas where we've had some heavy rainstorms, lengthy rainstorms, and it seems like it's holding on just fine. When I go up on top of the RV too, it looks good. It doesn't look like there's any physical cracking or any extra areas. It looks especially good where we took out the satellite system and also the antenna. So overall, I think it worked out really well. Something you guys should consider if you're redoing or trying to weather seal the top of your RV.